Oh, yeah. Z's is here? Where? Where? Oh, a little disoriented there, pal. Kamu Imetsu. All right. So we got that. We're not going to need the earplugs today. We have no special guest tonight. It's just me. Just me. And it's getting to a point where if you even say this on Discord, you're like blacklisted and gaslighted by the entire player community. They get enraged. Temple vein explodes out of their face. They're like, how dare you talk about the ring? We don't even say the word ring anymore. You know? We're all leaving our wives because they're wearing rings. That's what the players are saying, guys. I think the Avatar of Air is still acceptable. Keith Era was in the winning deck at Sorcery Con Unland Cup in Seattle. And no one has ever played the Chimera yet. It's still yet to be played. It's never been seen in live battle, to my knowledge. I don't know. Maybe the One Ring. It is the One Ring that at least I can still talk about. The Dragon Lord is coming very soon. Oh, I was just talking to Ed Bear Jr. and he announced, remember, on the Ed Bear on the Fantasy by Beard and the Ed Bear Jr. Facebook and on the Sorcery Community Facebook group, we announced that this is going to be a playmat, guys. This right here, the Dragon Lord Lair. And he's getting these rush made. Fingers crossed, will be at Gen Con. He's going to sell a ton of these at Gen Con. And then I'm going to help him sell these. So they're going to be available on my Patreon. 20% discount on this. Not the print, the playmat. It's going to have the grids, single player playmat only. Does not come in 2-player. Be a single player playmat. Collector Art House Patreon supporters will get 20% off. And then I'll have a code for general public, only 10% off. So you save an extra 10% and kind of pays for your membership. So all right, guys. So it's good. Oh, what's up, Rosado? He wished he could make it to Gen Con. Me too, man. Me too, man. So Rosado was up in the Facebook group today, rocking a great question. What combos are people playing today? What kind of combos are people playing today? There were some good tips. And then all of a sudden people start getting enraged over petty bullshit. Like, I don't know. People are like really sensitive these days. I don't know, man. They're thinking people are being a little too overconfident or something, and then they just fight over nonsense. It's absurd. We're just all having a good time. You know, who cares? Who cares? There's a lot of good combos, and that was the point. You know, can we just talk about the combos? What is this? Let's just talk about the combos and move it along. All right, but tonight we're opening 2 alpha boxes. 2 alpha boxes. We got how many people? 7 people up in this action tonight to get into those alpha boxes. Z's is here from the sky. We got the Wyvern down there. Keeping a watch. Do people play the Wyvern, Rosado? The Wyvern is like it's an airborne heavy hitter, right? In Arthurian Legends. I think it's probably a pretty solid card, I would imagine. And then so I got 2 infamous on either side of me. I got the ring, the One Ring right there, and you see the Candlemas monks? Hang on a second. It's hard to figure out this camera here. Okay, you see Candlemas down there? That's the Candlemas original. Oh, look at Willie Risley with the ring icon. Play the ring, he says. Were you the one that posted in the community group that hilarious meme? He was been memeing all day about the friggin' ring. I don't know, man. He must be a collector because if he was a player, he'd probably lose it. Every friend he had in this world would be gone after some of the memes this guy was rocking. Let me see here. Yeah, it was you. Okay. Let's take a look at it then. Since you're here, why not? Let's shine a light on it. Oh, wait a second, guys. Check this out. All right, so we're going to share a screen, and it's going to be this entire screen. Right? Look at that one there, guys. This is the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group. We're at how many members here, guys? 5,072 members. We just celebrated 26 members joined the group this week. And all right, so the Spark Mage auction just ended. Let me get rid of that. People love that Spark Mage. You got a lot of emojis. All right, so check this out. We're going to talk about this 3-piece altar by Marta Molina, but we're here to talk about the ring. Oh, wait, first here, right? So the Dragon Lord mini set. So Ed Bear Jr. posted this announcement, and I've been talking to him about how this is going to work. I think he's going to have a special offer for his Patreon supporters. If you are a Patreon supporter of Ed Bear Jr., you're going to get all these benefits that he talks about here. I think it's I forget if there was like, so priority options for my top tier members will include selection of subject. And he's talking about for these, he has this like cardstock, right? And does these amazing sketches on here. So there's different variants, like a looser sketch like you see on the top, a more detailed sketch, and then you have like the full color version. Look at his Birds of Paradise up here, by the way. Oh my God. His full color. And these aren't like going to be the artist proof. So there's going to be something he offers differently. And I might collaborate with him on that in some way. We'll see how that goes. But you'll have these options, right? He's going to make these special art cards, essentially, where he'll sketch something. And so there's option 1, there's option 2 with a little more detail, option 3, very detailed, and then option 4, full color. Incredible. Look at a wizard dragon with the frog. Frogman's going to go nuts for that. You got the Birds of Paradise, you got a Pokemon idea. So we'll do all these different concepts. And the beauty of it, he's going to paint these in his Patreon. You could watch him actually paint these cards. So let me see. Limited only 700. So he's going to get 700 of these Dragon Lord, the Dragon Lord package, right? Or whatever it is. It's going to be one pack and some kind of packaging. The company previewed it, right? It looked like a really awesome, sexy box with the one of his Dragon Lord dragon arts on there. And it's going to be the one pack inside. So I think what he's going to do is he's going to have 700 of those, and he was talking about serializing it in some way. So they'll be numbered and signed on the box. Only available through Ed Bear Jr. So if he does a collaboration with me, it's just going to be for some kind of like I don't know. We'll collaborate. I'll help him promote it and stuff. But you're going to buy it from him. You're not going to buy it from me. You'll buy it directly from Ed. So I don't know if it'll be like a discount or priority type thing. We're still working out the details, but for his Patreon supporters, you're going to get the best deal. He's going to have priority options for his top tier members of his Patreon, including selection of subject, which means subject to draw on the art card. All members will receive the lowest numbered boxes. So you get the serialized boxes. You'll get like, the lower numbers starting from 1 up to whatever, up to 700, I guess. What else? And also receive head of the line benefits. Oh, okay. So in the queue. So he's going to a lot of people are going to pre-order this, right? And it's going to take him time to do all these artworks. And he's going to do like a bunch live on his Patreon. So it's going to take him time to work through all that. If you're in the upper tiers of his Patreon, you'll be front of the line type of deal. As well as special rates will be offered to existing Patreon members, as well as those new members who join for a minimum of 1 year. Pay PIF. I guess that means pay in front or something like that. In Patreon, you could pay for like a 1 year annual membership all at once instead of doing a monthly payment. That's the same in all Patreons, mine, Ed's, everybody's. So it's a pretty hot announcement from Ed. But we were going here to check out. There's the Frog Lord. Mikkel Nagy Paul's at Sorcery Fest this weekend. Here we go. I've got a fever, and the only prescription is to play the ring. Play the ring. See, only 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Only 7 people like that one. It's upsetting. A lot more people like the Margaret Organ Keen artwork playmats. Margaret actually private messaged me today and was like, "Hey, Mike, thank you very much for the shout out." And she didn't know. She hadn't seen these mats yet. She was like, "Oh, who printed those mats? I don't remember authorizing that." And I was like, "Oh, the company did those. It's official." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's okay then," is what she said. But she was, what she told me was actually that the spell, it was actually counterspell in the pre-alpha era. I'm not I have playtest cards of these, and I forget if there's sample cards of those, but I definitely have playtest cards of those. It was a counterspell mechanic, but it became dispel, like an alternate art, and you have the foil and non-foil. I think that was going to be a tournament award, so it's a promo art, copyright Margaret Organ Keen. So it's an alternate art for Dispel. She said that's her favorite artwork that she's done for Sorcery so far. And I was like, yeah, I agree. That's pretty awesome piece. There you go. Thank you. I love being there too. Talking about Sorcery Con, she came out. All right. Hey, I just hit my third year anniversary on YouTube. I got a message from YouTube today. 3 years. And look at that. 700. How many videos? There's 727 videos. That is an insane number of videos. I do a sample. I do like a altar or artist proof card. Because I collaborate with a lot of the artists in Sorcery, and then like a handful of altarists beyond that. So I run an auction 24/7 for the past several years. That's why I'm almost bald at this point. I'm almost bald. Now, I didn't actually. I've always had a lot of forehead. I really have a nice head of hair here. It's the distance. It's the camera. It's an illusion. But every day I'm running like a video short is what I was getting at of an altar or an artist proof card. All right, here's the other one from Bill. Play the ring. Ban the ring. See, the girlfriend's upset. This guy's like, play the ring? Oh. I should play that? Oh, it's a good card? Okay. Let me put it in my deck. All right, so Jeff says, Wyvern is cool. Candlemass is powerful too. Awesome art collection. Thanks, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I got a couple of the infamous. Oh, catching a few minutes before bed. Jeff Toohey. He's always got to get to bed by 9:35. All right, man. You're never going to see none of the break. Tomorrow you'll watch it, though, and tell us the play-by-play in the Discord, I'm certain. All right, I really like that art. Did she ever sell that? I don't know, Pelly. I thought she did sell all of her like pre-alpha painted cards. Oh, you know what? The other thing she told me is she's really excited about her pieces coming up. I forget if she said it was in Gothic or just like the ones that haven't been released yet. She might have just worded it like that. Because I don't know if the artists fully know for sure if their next works are in Gothic or if they're, Eric's painting for at least like another set ahead, if not several. So I'm not sure if the artist, I mean, some you can infer if it's like a demon or an angel, I presume, or, something obviously dark and Gothic, you would guess would be in the set. But I'm not sure if Eric like makes the rounds to tell them all. All right, guys. So anyway, enough blabbing. Let's go to, I think I got the overhead cam configured already. I got the labels more or less lined up. Let me just check the chat out. All right, so we got about a dozen people. Sometimes it takes a bit. If you guys are watching this, shoot me a comment. Hey, by the way, like and subscribe to the channel. I'm very close to 2,000 members. I think I have 1,958. I think I actually lost one or two members. One or two subscribers I lost on the last video. A couple guys came at me in the comments saying like, that's a clickbait title. People see a title like that and they leave the game. I was like, really, dude? People are leaving Sorcery because of a title of one video? Is that true? If that's true, we got some big problems, guys. Big problems. Bigger than even me, the troublemaker, that's running people off. And the what was the title? It wasn't like hey, Sorcery's dead. It was like Will Gothic Save Sorcery was the name of the title, because Jeff Toohey in Discord asked me, will Gothic hold MSRP? So I talked for about 15, 16 minutes on that topic. And I was actually very optimistic. So to bust my balls about the title's effing hilarious. I mean, that's some petty garbage by some clowns. Because I was very positive in the video. I actually explained the bull case, really, about how I think Gothic is going to be pretty epic. And there's a lot of catalysts coming up in the next, I'd say, year, really. Because you got Dragonlord coming up very soon. The Dragonlord release at Gen Con. We still don't know what the hell is going on, though, with like how you're going to buy this product after. I just told you you're going to be able to buy it from Ed Bear Jr., and I'm going to collaborate with him in some way to try to make certain that Collector House Patreon supporters have some benefits in ordering from Ed. And his, with his package, with his serialized card. I think I think he said there was an option with the buying just a box, numbered box. So Sorcery is just going to sell the box, obviously, right? The Dragonlord mini set. And you want 4 of them, Jimmy? Yeah. Jimmy, like, let me divert for a little, man, on this Dragonlord mini set and the Catalyst. Or should I finish that story? No, I'm gonna divert. We were talking about, all right, I'll go back to it, guys. On the Facebook group, we were talking about, no. We were looking at my camera. Actually, let me just, let me see if I could find in the Sorcery community group, do a search here, and do Dragonlord Dragon Lord's Lair. Okay. And this would have been, oh, by the way, this article that Rosato wrote, banger, man. He found these Enochian, actually these Enochian symbols. Ed Beard Jr. in my Discord. If you go to the Collector Art House Discord, you bypass the porn sites, and you go right to the Discord. And under Collector Art House, oh, we got some action here. Oh, we got some bid updates. All right. 540 on the Marta. I'm going to showcase that live in a minute here. So hopefully you guys are in Discord. Let me say this. About to showcase these live. I'm live right now. In like 15 minutes. Let's call it 15 minutes because I'm going to BS for a while. All right. So in the Discord, I have this thing called Dragon Lord mini set, a channel, right? And here you'll see if you scroll up here, Ed Beard Jr. chimes in here. Here's no, it's not him. Right here, right? So artist Ed Beard Jr. Dragon Lord. So he comes into the chat here. He tells us like what the latest information that's going on. Oh, here it is. Actually, this is what I was looking for, coincidentally. So he came in here and he said like, hey, I'm going to collaborate and have an exclusive, or like not an exclusive, but like a special deal in collaboration with Collector Art House Mike, which is me. So he said the website retail for this dragon. Look at this Dragon Lord, sick Dragon Lord playmat, right? Single player again, right? And he's got like some kind of he's got his logo down here, like a dragon logo. It says like the information about where this comes from, that it's for Sorcery and 2025, and amazing playmat, right? And said on his website it's going to retail for $49.95. People in the Collector Art House Discord and basically wherever else I publish this special member coupon code across my social media platforms. So it'll be in the Collector Art House Discord, and these are always linked in my channel if you guys want to check it out. You could, in my link tree, right? You can find the Discord and join the Discord. I'm going to post it there. I'll tag everybody and make an announcement what the discount code is for 10% off. So that'll be $45 instead of $49.95. And then in my Patreon, for all paid tier Patreon supporters, it'll be 20% off. So it'll only be $40 if he holds that pricing, right? So pretty good deal. It saves you $10. That's like, depending on what tier you're on in the Patreon, it'll pay for your Patreon for a bit. So yeah, it's a sick playmat, man. It looks freaking amazing. So he's working it out to have these available at Gen Con. And here's the question now, right? So he had an opportunity to print, I think what he was going to do, if I got this right, I have terrible attention span, guys. I think he was saying like he was going to do 200 with the grid on it and then 100 without the grid, because he has a whole collector base, Magic fans. He's done, obviously he's done like really iconic work for the Dragons in Magic the Gathering. He's got like just general art fans, tons of art fans. His van art, car art, airbrush by Ed Beard Jr. stuff that he does. He's got a massive following, right? So a lot of people will buy his playmats only without the grid, especially like the Magic players too, because like, why would you want a grid? Like if you're playing Magic the Gathering, right? People won't want that. So he was going to do that. He was going to have 200, I believe, with the grid and then 100 without the grid. But I guess like there was a snag and it was too difficult to get all of them without the grid. So he was contemplating, should he get 200 with the grid only, or should that extra 100 be the grid? So 300 with the grid, right? So I told him, I figure if he goes to Gen Con, there's going to be tournaments with 128 players, 3 days of gamers over the course of that weekend, or is it like 4 or 5 days? Because it starts on a Wednesday, right? Or Thursday, maybe Thursday, and then it goes Thursday to Sunday, I think. So I figure if there's like over 100 players in the tournament, a lot of the players buy the playmats, and then you get a ton of traffic at the booth. He's going to be talking to people all day long. I think he'll easily sell. I think he'll sell like 100 of these at Gen Con alone. And then in a collaboration with me across my platforms, as I advertise it, could he sell another 200? I don't know. I feel pretty confident he could sell another 100 and sell all of the 200. And then it's just a matter of risk. Can he sell 300 of these? I don't know what you guys think. Would you buy this? And would you buy only one, or would you buy multiple? Let me know in the comments. And if you're watching this back after it publishes, let me know in the show comments after it's recorded, in the more permanent comments, not the live stream comments, if you would buy, if you think you would buy one of these playmats, or if you'd buy multiple of these and how many. 300. Yeah, you think 300 will sell, Jimmy? That's what I think, man. I think he'll sell 300 all day, no problem. Because I think like with single player playmats, sometimes people buy two. You know, like if they play with a friend or with like a family member or a kid, right? You got to have a playmat for yourself and the other person if you're playing with single player. So it's kind of cool to have like two Dragon Lord playmats, you know, and just creates like a larger surface, almost like a two player. And the single player, you could have the art facing each of the players. So a lot of people like that versus the two player, where sometimes the art is inverted. We've been talking about maybe we can collaborate on a two-player mat sometime if the economics of it makes sense. And two-player mats can be expensive because for Sorcery, they have to be custom fit. You know, it's not a standard size is what I mean. So they got to be custom fit to size, and it becomes more costly, more expensive to sell. So, you know, people buy less of them. I mean, there's still like heavy interest, but, you know, maybe they buy less. So anyway, that's what he's considering. That's going to be the playmat. That's the deal. All right. So let me get off Facebook. Let me get off Discord. I get easily distracted. My phone is off screen. We have, I won't need that anymore. We will need an overhead cam. So let me hit that up. All right. So we're going to go video. Oh, wait, no, not video file. I don't mean, there's some interesting stuff you could do with this. It's a high-powered operation. All right. All right. Is it up? It's up. All right, so that's up. Then we can do one of these. Nope, can't do one of those. Do one of these and one of these. All right, guys. Oh, what do we have here? We just sold the Ferandrina Jardim of the Alterland. All right, let me position this a little bit. This beautiful altar right here is by a great sorcery altarist, Andrina Jardim, right? The Alterland is her name on Instagram. And she was doing magic for a while, but now she's doing like mostly just sorcery predominantly because she sends me like a few at a time, right? And with these artists, I only auction one of their pieces per week to kind of pace it. Like I don't want to flood the market and dilute it and have these all over the place and like devalue their work. It's bad for the artist, but it's also bad for the collector too. You want your stuff to be valuable, so we don't just like auction the same artist like, you know, ton at a time all at once. So we have the Spark Mage, and this one just went for 358, I think. Did decently well. I don't think the Spark Mage sees a lot of play, right? Yeah, good point, Jimmy. Sold a shitload of those coins. I actually did giveaways and gave away all the coins. I had like 6 or 7 sets. But yeah, he sold through like a ton of these. I think they might be almost gone. You might find some of these at Dragon Lord. At Gen Con. But they're pretty much out of here. He sold those crazy fast. So anyway, yeah, Playmat's going to sell well. I think you're right, Jimmy. I feel confident. All right, so that's a Spark Mage, guys. This here is Leonardo DiCaprio. You guys know Leo? He's my spirit animal, this guy. That movie is my spirit movie, too. But what we got going on this weekend from the great Marta Molina. She is great, right? Not one altar, not even 2 for the Marine Voyage, but the 3-piece. Isn't that sick how it like folds out like a book? Because she taped the on the back, she taped the pennies brilliantly. She's such a pro, man. Because she's done this in Magic with multiple pieces. I actually talked to her about this one time. I was like, you know what you should do? We talked about doing like a concept like this ages ago. And I sent her a picture that oh man, I'm gonna blank on his name. A really iconic Magic artist. I think he had a falling out with Magic because they pissed him off. You guys might know who I'm talking about. He was very public about it on Facebook, but he's out of Magic now. He doesn't really want to work with them anymore, as far as I understand. Italian guy. I see him at Ajax every year, and I freaking always blank on his name. But anyway, he did this like land series, continuous art like this. So I was talking to Marta, and I was like, Marta, you got to do this with your sea ship type artworks from Alpha, right? So she did this with Marine Voyage. And what immediately struck me is like the awnings here kind of remind me of Bazaar of Baghdad from, you know, Jeff Menges, iconic piece in Magic the Gathering. And then the building structure, I was thinking of like Library of Alexandria Just like looks like really iconic European style, or I don't know if it's Middle Eastern or European. I couldn't really peg it, but the panorama is gorgeous. And yeah, I posted on the Collector Art House Discord. You can see it. I have some harsh lighting right now, so you don't get an appreciation for the true color tones. But it's a beautiful sunset scene, right? And the three pieces. I took a picture with them out of the sleeve, lined up nicely with the Keith era mechanism background too, so it contrasts a little better against the blue instead of this phyllo stone background. But there's a Marine Voyage 3-piece for the weekend auctions at Collector Art House on the Collector Art House Discord and Sorcery Community Facebook group. I always save like the big time auctions that tend to sell for 4 figures, or pretty valuable alters or artist proofs. I do over the course of a weekend, Friday to Sunday. So you'll get things like Keith era mechanism, Philosopher's Stone, multi-card type items, big time artists like Atlas Thorn, Severin stuff, Elvira Shakarova. The ones that like tend to see the most value, like the big time iconic heavy hitter cards and or artists, and do over the course of the weekend instead of just a 24-hour auction. But there's great stuff all week long, and throughout the week a lot of them do great. I did a few videos recently about how the art and sorcery has held value very well, and you're seeing people show up at events and shows now with like full alters and artist proof decks, which look amazing. Alters are really fun to play with. So, the alters really appeal to the player base because they're very easy. Like this is an exceptional, right? So this is a play set, and you could put all 3 of these in your deck. And if you happen to line it up within a game, that's sick. But just for show, it's super fun to like roll out like a mind-blowing art that just what did I say? There's something I had like a funny saying there about jaw dropping. Your opponent's jaw dropping as you set sail. You set sail. I don't know, man. I can't remember what it was. I'm an old man. I forget things. But anyway, when you play this in the game, it's freaking incredible. It's just like a lot of fun. Any one of them is pretty fun and surprising. But then you hit them with 2 and then perhaps 3 if you get through your deck. It's just amazing. Imagine having like these amazing like alternate alter artworks. Yeah, Donato Giancola. That was it. That was it, Jimmy. Thank you, man. That's what I was thinking of. He's the one that does the multi-site lands that are incredible. Morticor, what's up, man? Good to Rook, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Omega Zool. Yeah, so I got the chat stream going here, guys. You can see it under my face right there. Let me see. So I've been doing Atlas Thorn artwork every 2 weeks. And so we did one, this past week. So I'm probably not going to have an Atlas Thorn this week. I'll show you something, guys. I'm trying to think what other auctions are coming up this week. What am I going to do Sunday night? Think of an artist that you've been enjoying recently. Are we due for a Severin? How about you want to see a Severin artist proof this week? Yeah, let's open with a Severin. Do I want to open with a Severin or save that for next weekend? We might do a Severin Pinot artist proof Sunday night. I don't know. Let me think about it. So these artist proofs are by Elvira Polakowska, right? And I think there's 2 of each of these, interestingly enough. So what I did was I opened a she sent me, these are all painted artist proofs. I'm going to show you all of them in a moment, right? Really beautiful work. She sent me 2 full sets painted, and we auctioned the top cards, the ones that are always like super high demand, and to make it fair and available for everybody to compete for it. If you really want it, you got a chance to bid on it at auction. I don't know what this piece of plastic's hanging down. It's bothering me, guys. It's bothering me. My new light here. I don't know. I'm not even using that light anyway. So she sent me those. We auctioned the top ones, and then she wanted to offer the rest for direct sale. So I did for a week. I offered it to the paid tier Patreon supporters, and then for this past week, I opened it to all the free tier Patreon supporters too. So you could sign up at Collector Art House free tier Patreon, and you'll get notifications and opportunities too. But the paid tier Patreon supporters always get the biggest discounts on things and exclusive offers and stuff like that. So now We did paid tier, free tier. Now I'm going to open this up to the public. So I'm going to post probably this weekend in Discord, and I'll tag everybody. And also the Artist Proofs Facebook page that I have. And you could buy these directly. And I think the pricing was $400 for uniques, $350 for elite, and then only $300 for ordinaries and exceptional. So it's a pretty good deal. Ask Mike anything. What do you think Bitcoin is going to be at the end of the year? Let me think about that one, man. I'll come back to it. So this is the only uniques that I think I have left. These two, the Great Wall. So those are 400 each. There's one. This is the second one. So in the original artwork, you know, some people don't notice you got the demons creeping over the wall here in the fog. And see this amazing concept of those demons approaching from the other perspective, the other side of the Great Wall. So you got this one and that one. Those are 400 each. What is this one? These are the battering ram. So you got the battering ram climbing towards the castle. That's pretty sick. Battering ram beating down the castle. What up, Philo Cards? Here for your free gift. Mariner's Curse. We got two of those. So this is an exceptional. That's only $300 for these ones. $300 for a painted proof from Elvira. And then this was really cool because this paired with the ones we already auctioned, the Lord of the Void. That's an elite, so that one's $350. Two of all terrain. It's kind of got the I just posted that on Facebook too. The Death Store. It's Death Store now, but it used to be River Styx, right? Type of vibe to it. So that's that one. The Land Deed. Two of those. What was that? It ended up being elite. Okay, so that's $350 for those. $350 each. I love this one here. I think this is only $300. Yeah, because it's an exceptional. The Haste Eagle. I might just buy that if someone doesn't claim it. I don't know. I've been super tempted. That's a good one. And then this is the Siege Ballista. Exceptional. This was one of the collector tier paintings that was included in the collector tier. So two of those. And then again, that's an exceptional. So that's only $300. So there you go. That's what's left of the Elvira Palakowska painted artist proofs. Really good deal. Between $300 to $400, I think is stupid cheap. You could buy the heavy printed machined cards in that price range. So why would you not get a unique one-of-one painted artist proof? So pop 29 of these alpha ones. There's 25 the artist got, 4 across the Kickstarter, and that's 29 total. Beautiful collection there. I still have a lot of the inked ones too. We might offer those at a price point lower than the painted ones. All right, so what are you guys saying in the chat here? Save a free gift. I heard this was a shirtless stream, and I'm the only one with my shirt off. I ran across a really weird guy without his shirt on streaming on YouTube with stuff drawn all over his face. It was really creepy. Interesting. I got to try that sometime, Philo. Have you seen that alpha foils have been getting quite a bit higher pricing on eBay lately? Is that true? Philo says it's bottom and recovering. All right, man. Well, there's been more buzz about Dragonlord. There's been spoilers about Gothic. The Sorcery community Facebook group has been growing. I told you guys we're at 5,072 members. Incredible. That's the biggest social media platform there is, the community group. There's a ton of engagement on there too. Very active. I'm posting in there like a fiend, like 5 times a day, talking about the history of Sorcery, art, showcasing artist announcements and things, company announcements, new art teasers, speculation on what some of the unused art that has been commissioned by artists could be finally in Gothic, like the Lord of Lies by Gadu Duaso. I got some of the spellcraft I could show you guys later if you want. I did a cool video on spellcraft talking about the history of the game. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into the alpha box here. This is the first box of 2. We've only been going 34 minutes, so it was a pretty short intro today. Pretty short intro, believe it or not. Philo Cards is done with his breaks in 34 minutes. Me, I don't even start until like minute 45 or so. Don't even start until 45. It's a different approach. Philo runs a good operation over there. He's got an entertaining show and a nice following of guys I like that I was hanging out with at Sorcery Con. And Just cool dudes to hang out with and crack some Frank Frazetta art cards. Frank Frazetta art cards and Guardians. We're gonna do Philo cards. Let's crack some Guardians at Sorcery Con. Speaking of which, guys, we're working hard to nail down this venue for Sorcery Con. I talked about it last time that we really were looking hard at Nashville, but it was like it's pretty expensive to do Nashville, guys, and it's pretty hard to not lose money on these big events. To be honest, right? It's pretty hard not to lose money. Even when you have hundreds of people, it's extremely expensive. You guys have no idea what it costs us to host the Sorcery Con event at Vegas. It was outrageous. So we could do it in Nashville, and it's gonna be something similar. We're really gonna be like pinching ourselves, like, are we gonna break even at least? Or are we gonna lose money? Or we could look at like we considered off strip in like Reno or something like that. Off strip Vegas. We were thinking about maybe. What do you think about like New Orleans? Was a cool another destination option? Other major like less sexy type sites where you have major con events that a lot of people can get to would be like Dallas Fort Worth area, like somewhere in Texas, Dallas or Dallas Fort Worth. Is that the same thing? I don't know. What does it mean? Like some people say Dallas Fort Worth, some people just say Dallas. What does that even mean? Any geography majors in here? Are those two different things? I don't know anything. I don't know. Yeah, Jimmy, let's talk about options, man. Like good cities, but like when you rent a convention hall, they nickel and dime you so badly. Like they make you how we provided lunch for SorceryCon in Vegas? That cost us tens of thousands of dollars. It was obscenely expensive just for the food, and they required us to do it. So we included it as a perk to help sell tickets. We're like, we'll include it with the tickets. So we spent an outrageous amount of money on that. And then we had to. And then to reserve the convention hall room itself. Then they wanted to sell their shit. Like they had their bar set out outside the thing. That wasn't like making any money for us. That was like them milking more money on us. I don't know, trying to get people tuned up. It was fun, but it's no benefit to us. Everything's a cost, man. It's super expensive. And tickets only get you so far. And then the play events are really important. So it's really important for you guys to sign up and play in the events. But anyway, Dallas, Fort Worth, like Philly area we were talking about. And then like maybe not right in the city of Philly, but like Valley Forge. There's a Valley Forge casino. My parents actually live close to there, and it's pretty close to the IX Art Show, which is really cool. So that'd be super convenient for me. I could actually drive up there. And, when I drive the places, I could bring paintings potentially, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I want to worry about paintings at a convention like this, but, there'll be like a ton of artists there. I don't need to bring paintings. It would be cool to bring like the ring though, right? To staff with people. The avatar, I don't know. I don't know if I want people getting close to the avatar. Same with the Keith era. Same with the ring, honestly. Same with any of my paintings. They're all precious and priceless. So I don't know. Those are some of the options we were talking about. Baltimore Convention Center, really? Yeah. I mean, it's drivable for a lot of people. Would get a lot of East Coasters, and it's not a bad destination city too, to be honest. The aquarium's really nice. You can, talk to Ray Lewis, maybe Ed Reed will stop by. I think Ed Reed might actually live in like Texas or something. But he could be hanging out with Ray Lewis. Did I say Ray Rice? Ray Rice, Ray Lewis. What's the difference? Maybe both. What's the difference, guys? It's all the same. All right, let's get into this break. All right, I'm not going to need the axe tool anymore. That was just to open the box. Oh, Pyle starts us off. Interesting. So Pyle crushed last time, as I recall. Didn't he get I could look. I got it in my big box over here. All right, so 15 for Pyle. Pyle coming off the pile for 15. All right, 1, 2. I should have done a blender. Maybe the next guys. Maybe the next break I'll do a blender of 2 boxes if we sell 2 boxes again. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, sticking together. I don't know. 14, 15. All right, so here's the deal, guys. One of my box I did a sample pack last week. I think it was the 34th sample pack break that I've done on the channel. And then I've opened like a few packs beyond that. So I'm over 35 packs on the channel. 2 weeks ago, we did 1 or 2 alpha boxes. And the first person that went had like 10 to 20 packs off the top. And like every pack had a foil. And I was going left to right, like you just saw, right? And there was just, wait, where's Leo? We need Leo for good luck. There he is. There he is. The money man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 for pile right off the top. Leo is going to be hanging out. All right, guys. And we'll put pile so you know it's pile. Chicago. Chicago's a good time. Yeah, I think we talked about Chicago at one point. I don't know if that we haven't talked about Chicago recently. Mirage. Is the lighting too harsh? Let me tilt this bad boy a little bit. Do one of those. And one of these. It might be a little better. I don't know if that's better or worse. All right. Should be all right. Trying to stay engaged in the conversation. So do I keep Leo in frame? I think I can do this. Oh, yeah. So Florida. Did we consider Florida? We talked about Nashville, New Orleans. What do you guys think about New Orleans? New Orleans. I guess it gets pretty cold. Is it Nashville? Oh! A core. All right. So we got a core for pile. So we got some heat in the second pack. Oh, you know what? I didn't get any pennies or top loaders ready just yet. Guttering, not flickering. So no curio there. All right. Nice core. Really nice core. Got some top loaders. We're going to need some pennies. So top loader, pennies I'll put out here. Let me see what side they open up on. Inverted? Yeah, all right. Pennies. Top loaders. Trash can. All right, so Peace Down comes with Aqua? Dude, so on Philo Cards, he was running live right before me. He hit the Aquamarine core and he hit the Philo Stone. So, and you know what, guys? This box here that I opened, I just got this recently in the last installment of my Kickstarter fulfillment. I finally got the last items for my Kickstarter fulfillment. So this box was a box that they gave me along with my final stuff as like a thank you for being patient. So, I mean, this would have been my stuff, is what I'm saying. If I would have opened this for myself, you kind of reminded me of that Philo Cards. Now this is going to be a little emotional if I start hitting Grails. I don't know. You hit a core, and it's already pretty hot. All right, so the Ascalon Phoenix. No foils yet. No foils. There might be no foils in this box. It could be a no foil box. Is that a thing? I don't know if it's a thing. Could be. They have select flights in the airports and fees. Yeah, I think increase. Yeah, I agree. Oh, the King. King of the Realm. All right. First foil is an Elite. Conqueror Worm. What do you guys think of the artwork on that? That almost came to auction one time. That is a beautiful work of art by Mr. Dan Seagrave. Are you guys blowing up my Discord still? There's guys talking. Hey, guys, if one of you could do me a favor and go into the Collector Art House Discord and also the official Sorcery Discord and drop a link to my live stream right now and try to get some people in here. And while you're at it, how about the Sorcery Community Facebook group and the official Facebook group? Let's try to get the word out and have a good night here, have some fun. Get some of our friends up in here shooting the shit. For the Ask Mike Anything, within reason and beyond reason segment after the break. We got to look at these effing trolls. I think Simon loves when I get pissed every time about these trolls. He's just laughing his ass off. That's how they designed it, man. I think Simon and Eric love people getting pissed. Hey, what's up, Spiel Rahu? They love when we get pissed about those troll curios. It creates a buzz. Rest in Peace is a very fun and popular card. So this guys, I don't know if you know this story. This was the first card ever revealed on social media by Eric, the Scent Hounds, by my guy Andrea Modesti. I gotta email Modesti. I love Modesti. It's the first one, man. Eric owns this artwork. It's a heartbreaker. I own a lot of Modestis, guys, but I can never own that one because Eric owns it. You gave up on it, fella? All right, whoever still has access to main, please share the link so we get some people to join up in here. We got a pretty good turnout, 20 people. That's respectable on a Friday night. All right, that wasn't the Curio Entangle, right? No. All right, that's the thing. I also pulled Nakamarine with 2 Philos. Wow. I didn't know that increased the possibility. Yeah. Conquer Worm, great Lovecraft card. There's a lot of Lovecraftian. Oh, the one Rodney Matthews. I gotta reach out to Rodney and Sarah again too, his wife Sarah, and reconnect with them because he did some amazing. Guys, you remember, if you guys have been with me for a long time, you might remember I auctioned several. I collaborated with the great iconic Rodney Matthews again, and we auctioned a handful or so of his incredible artist proofs. Amazing. He airbrushed. He did airbrush technique on him. Oh my god, the guy is a freaking legend. He's so nice too. He was on my show for the when I did the beta showcase event. I had like all the artists cameos. I did that for Alpha, and then I did that for beta. And you know what? I should really do that for Gothic too. It was such an incredible experience for myself and for fans. Maybe I can line that up. Yeah, so I had Rodney Matthews on there. It was a real touching moment because, like, Severin told me she was like a huge fan of Rodney growing up. You know, Rodney's older than Severin. So when she was like a teenager, she said she loved Rodney Matthews' work. So this is what I did, guys. Like, I did this on purpose to kind of do this for Severin. I lined them up in sequence where I knew Severin would stick around and be able to watch Rodney come on. So I told all the artists like who was all going to come on, right? But I didn't tell them that Rodney Matthews was coming on because he's a real like legendary, accomplished artist. He's like 80 years old. You know, he's been doing this for decades. I mean, longer than some of us have been alive. He's been a professional painter. So they all like admire him and respect him. So I had him come on. I didn't tell any of the artists. I was like, hey, this is like everyone's going to be on, except I'm going to even surprise you guys. I'm not going to tell the fans which of you artists are coming on, and I'm not going to tell you one of the artists. So they knew about all of them except Rodney Matthews. So I surprised them, and then I put Severin very close to him in the lineup. So I knew she would watch his segment. And it was even better than that because what she did is, you know, when you have StreamYard and you have a lot of guests coming through, you can see them queuing up like backstage, so to speak. So like on the screen I'm looking at right now, I can see my projection, and then I could see like my different window panes. I could see my guests hanging out backstage before I push them into the live. So Severin was backstage, and also Francesca Berald was backstage. And when Rodney was on, I mean, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. Like Severin was so excited, and they watched, and like even like Francesca was at the edge of her seat, just like enthralled with the whole moment and the experience. They were so excited. It was a real special experience that I think they really appreciated. I got to go back and watch that. You know, I can't watch it the same way where I could see them backstage enjoying the show with me, like, but off camera. Like, you guys didn't know they were backstage. Oh, there it is, man. Dude, you absolutely called it. Another Philo Stone. I pulled so many Philo Stones on this channel. I get the core and the Philo, and the box that was my personal box from Kickstarter is the box for tonight. And of course, it has a core and a Philo Stone, guys. Unbelievable. As I was choking up like a little baby girl about the Severin story. The Severin and Rodney Matthews and Francesca Berald. Oh my God. Pile crushes again. I think last week I pulled him the Eric's Curiosa 2 weeks ago because last week was a sample pack. You know what? He was in the sample pack break too. And I pulled for him the, yeah, it's an Alpha Foil Stone, guys. This is an Alpha break. Post this on the socials, and then include the link to the live stream. You might as well post both of these. Do it like that. Get a screenshot of that. Go ahead, get it. Get after it, and then one more. The money shot here. Here's the money, man. Look at this. It's like move over, Magic. Move over, Magic. We're doing sorcery now. Aquamarine Core, Leo, and the Philo Stone. That's a picture. That's a picture right there, guys. I got to make sure I don't give him the Leo. That one's for me. Leo stays with me. Spiel. Every time Spiel Rahu is involved with a break, someone else hits like pure gold. And then Spiel gets like no foils at all. It's kind of sad, man. I feel real bad. Oh, the Undertaker engine. So I pulled the only Undertaker engine in the world that exists for Pile last week in the sample pack break number 34. Number 34. The Gray Wolves, we did an amazing artist proof of that recently. Yeah. I was like, Trush. What is it? What is he saying, Trush? Just a typo. All right, man. Yeah, I'm pulling for you tonight, Spiel. You're due. One of my favorite artworks, very underappreciated, from Matthias Friss. So Matthias Friss, one of the first guys I interviewed on the collectorarthouse.com website. You go see this piece, some of the process pieces, the process sketch he did for this piece, and you see the monsters coming out of the wave, which people often miss. I bet a lot of you don't even know that there's monsters coming out of the wave and on the crest here. Go back and look at it in closer detail. You can't even see it on camera here too well. But that was a nice little Easter egg. Guttering again, not flickering. Flickering might have been, was it beta? Might have been a beta curio. But anyway, I got like a lot of interviews on the collectorarthouse.com website. Let me know if you enjoy those, guys. I did one with Pedro Ferreira was the last one. Was it Pedro was the last one that I did? Some people really love it, but it doesn't get as many views as like when Rosado writes a gameplay article, or I've had Sean also, Demon Knight Sean. He did a article comparing alpha to beta. That's gotten like a ton of views. Like, I don't know. That's one of the most frequent sites on the pages on the website. All right, so he did pretty damn good. He had 15 packs. He only got the one foil, interestingly, but it was an elite, and he got the unique core and the unique Philo Stone. So congrats, Pile. That's pretty damn good. Maybe when I switch boxes, I'll go to the Keithero playmat. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. We'll see how things play out. Anything could happen tonight. Well, Pile's got like I think Pile's got a whole row. There's gonna be a problem because I don't think I could fit Pile's cards anymore. I got to ship to him. What some guys do is they have me hold their stuff if they participate in breaks a lot, or in like the auctions, right? For like the artist proofs and altars, painting auctions, even people have me hold their paintings even, and I ship it, in bulk to save them. Hey, what's up, Robert? Thanks for joining, man. Yeah, if you guys are on and haven't presented yourself, please say hello so I know you're out there. I know my guy Blue U was going to watch while he's opening some Magic. The new Magic that's stonking like crazy. What's terrible risk mitigation? Shipping all at once? I know. Yeah, but knock on wood, my head, I gotta find some wood. I've had very few issues, guys, and I pack extremely carefully, so it's got to be like total loss or like crane or like incinerator car accident level, or force of nature. What do you call it? Like force majeure, a force of nature like hurricane tornado event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I mean, nothing's getting through my packaging the way I pack. I'm very, very careful about that. Especially, I mean, with everything. With paintings, I protect it with my life. But with everything, I'm always very thorough and meticulous. Yeah, anything can happen. Some people opt for insurance, but most people are just like, it'll be fine. People don't worry in Sorcery. All right, we got a foil coming up here, guys. Oh, is that the Peregrine? Yeah. I could kind of tell. I could kind of see it peeking out of the corner of my eye there. So, excuse me. Sold the Exorcism for Matthias. Dude, seeing this in person, we auctioned this one a while back. Amazing painting, guys. Matthias Frisk. When you see his work in person, I brought the Gnome Hollows to Sorcery Con last year, and then we auctioned it soon after Sorcery Con, and that did incredibly well too. That was a great painting. Raul has, Raul bought the Exorcism. Dude, I remember that was like kind of early on. I think so Matthias was very happy with the sale, but it was fairly early on. So there was multiple inflection points in the value of sorcery paintings as we know them today. So a lot of pieces now are still selling for like in that 3,000 to 10,000 range. And early on, you could get some of these paintings for like 1,000 to 3,000, 1 to 3 range. And you know what? I actually have 2 paintings for sale from Alan Pollock, the Beacon and the Giant. What is it? Slumbering Giant? Those are his last 2 paintings that he owns across all of Alpha and Arthurian Legends. And they're like super cheap. I'm offering in my Patreon. It's not just through Patreon. That's where I announced it, and also in my Discord. You know what? I got to refresh that announcement too, because let me find out. Let me see here, guys. What I was asked, what Alan was asking for that painting. It was a freaking steal. I'm shocked someone didn't buy it instantly. Original paintings from Sorcery. So if you're like kind of on a budget, which obviously everyone is to different extents. All right, Giant original painting opportunity. So here's the Slumbering Giant. I have this painting from Alan Pollock, and it's from Arthurian Legends, and the Beacon. The Beacon, interestingly enough, was in Alex's winning deck at the Sorcery Con Online Cup. So that's a good card. And what was the pricing? So Alan was asking, all right, $2,600 shipped for the Beacon. And that is 11 by 14 inches, oil on hardboard. There it is. There's Alan holding the painting. And then the Lumbering Giant, only $2,000. So dirt cheap. I was just talking about how in the early days you get paintings for 1 to 3. 2,000 is like a high-end artist proof card or altar in some cases. So for original painting is a great deal. His paintings look absolutely incredible and immaculate in person. I wish you guys could see more of these in person, but it's always oil on hardboard. Is his preferred medium in Sorcery, I believe. 11 by 14, I think, is the size he either always does or very commonly does. So those are the 2 paintings, $2,600 and $2,000. And that's probably even negotiable a little bit too. He'd love to sell those last 2. So if you guys are interested, just DM me. Find me on my socials and send me a direct message. And you got it. I'm not auctioning it. It's just direct sale. I was just trying to help out Alan and sell it. Midland Army. Nice one. All right, guys. Let's get into some heat. All right, later, Rosado. Take care, man. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I appreciate your article, too. His speculative article on Gothic was incredible. Oh, my God. I think this might be the first Kythera mechanism. Why is it so blurry? Work with me here. This might be the first Kythera I've ever pulled. I don't even own this. I don't even own a single copy of Kythera Mechanism, except on the foil uncut sheet. You know, if you're gonna own one, those are the 2, right? The original painting, the original sketch, and the foil uncut sheet. But I don't own the Kythera Mechanism. That's such a beautiful card and a beautiful artwork. Jeff Toohey, brother, congrats, man. I gotta get that one in foil and non-foil just for the collection. Out of my great love for the art of sorcery and for Severin Pinot in particular. Such an incredible artist. It's touching, man. It brings back memories. You know, when you buy an original painting, it's something you never forget. You know, you just remember that day, that time, that when it arrived at your house and you opened it and you saw the original painting for the first time. There's nothing like that in TCGs, guys. That is what it's all about, baby. Aside from playing the game, you know? But if you're a middle-aged man with young-ass kids, you know, that's not always a thing that can be done. So, Predestination, that's what's up, man. One of the OGs, of course he knows. There it is, the Carchemish. There it is, and there it is, back there. The big guy. Wow. Jeff Toohey hits the Keith era. Jeff did pretty good, pretty well in the last break as well. Jeff's a regular. I appreciate you guys that are pretty regular and coming back. Spiel Rahu's been involved many times. Thank you very much, man. Also, great collector of Atlas Thorn. Pudge. Other Alterus, Undertaker again. And Artist Bruce has a great collection. Let me see. We've seen Corberto has been getting into Sorcery big time. Appreciate you, man. And his wife, awesome power couple, loves art. What's better than like a couple that loves art together? It's a beautiful thing. Who else? Jeff Toohey's always involved. Laxon. Oh my God, Dream Quest. Oh my God. Dude, this was my box. My box. I gotta I don't know, man. The other ones, I mean, they're almost always my box too. I mean, obviously I bought all these boxes, but the ones that I got like from Kickstarter are just like kind of a special kind of sentimental. And would I have opened them? I mean, I don't collect a lot of like regular mainstream cards per se. I'm more of an art collector. With the early stuff, I mean, it's going to be super tempting with Gothic and stuff, I'm sure. God, but man, what a banger of a box so far. This is unreal. So I was working off a case, and then I was like, you know what? I just got this Alpha box. Maybe the company tried to grease me and throw me a bone. I don't know. When I post on the official Facebook group, they never like my comment. It's like, why am I being gaslighted like this? It's like every other comment gets a like or a comment, but mine never get recognized. So like, I just don't want to engage with it. It makes me feel bad. So I'm like, why? But I don't know. Maybe they threw me a bone this time on this one. All right, Disenchant. All right, guys. Yeah, there's a post about what's going on this weekend. I was like, I'm kicking off the weekend with a live show tonight. I don't know. I liked all the other comments, not that one. Breaks are fun. It's good for the game. It's good for everybody. It's good engagement with the community. Keeps things light and fun. Someone mentioned in the Sorcery community group today, they guessed like the company was like saying like, hey, there's going to be spoilers coming, and a guy was like, Nightmare. I was like, it was a serious question. I was like, is that a reprint joke? Honestly, I mean, what do you mean Nightmare? Maybe you forgot there was a Nightmare in Alpha already, Alpha and Beta. I don't know. Yeah, so Jimmy, Predestination. Before it was Predestination, Severin was calling it, oh, nice dual site. Severin was calling it Arcane. Beautiful, Francesca Berald. The Dromedary. The Dromedary is the only painting that Eric owns from Kaio Calazans. So far, I was saying Jeff Toohey. So far, 2 breakers, 2 guys crushed. Dream Quest, Keith era. We hit the core. We hit the Philo Stone across the first 25 packs of this box. What a freaking box this is. Unreal. All right, so Jeff Toohey. Yeah, Arcane is OG. That is the OG of the OGs. Jimmy remembers the early days, man. It's great that Jimmy's still around, you know? A lot of the OGs that were in the official Sorcery Discord early on, you don't see them around much anymore, you know? Some great Europeans, some really great guys that I love talking to. That's why like I'm desperate for Sorcery to improve the engagement throughout the year. Go to conventions. Slow roll spoilers. I mean, refresh the dust store a couple times per year. Do things that like keep people interested and involved and cause them to want to come to the Sorcerer community group, to Collector Artist Discord, to the official Discord, whatever. and talk and like stick around, right? I don't want to see people disappear and wait for the next set release and then come back. That's a sad day. That's a sad day for me. No one wants to see like our friends like evaporate for a full year. It's like out of state distant relatives, you know, that you never talk to. But you like look forward to the family reunion, but you gotta wait a whole freaking year. 1 year they don't make it, and then you're waiting 2 years, you know? And sometimes you never see them again. They never come back. Nobody likes that. We need the engagement. I think going to conventions is the answer. It creates a ton of awareness. Watch what happens after they go to Gen Con, guys. When they go to Gen Con, things are going to pop off. It's going to be nuts. Because the Dragon Lord is going to be out of this world. I think you guys don't even know how great the Dragon Lord mini set's going to be. I'm going to do probably a van video. You know, like Mike talks from the van. I think I'm going to talk about Dragon Lord mini set and how amazing and collectible it's going to be. And then I don't know what I'll talk about. I like to do like at least 2 of those short-form videos. If I could do 2 of those short-form videos per week, I think that's good. Yeah, please. Hey, what's up, Ethercept? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Please do like and subscribe to the video or to the channel. It really does help a lot. I really love to hit that 2,000 subscriber milestone, and it's difficult, man. Sometimes when I do these lives, I'll get a few ads. Hit or miss with like my recorded short form videos. That's kind of like a new thing I've been doing lately, trying to mix it up and keep things interesting. I love to talk sorcery, you know, and if things get quiet in the sorcery discords and whatnot, I mean, so be it. I'll talk to myself in the van and you guys can talk to it. It's less interactive. It's not as fun as like the lives and just meeting up with you guys in person at events, shows, and tournaments. Jimmy and I, man, we met each other in person. We've known each other for years in Discord and met each other for the first time in person at do this. Gotta have Leo nearby. At Sorcery Con, Las Vegas. And I'm just like walking through the lobby one day and I see like Jimmy walking by and I was like, dude, I'm going to have breakfast with Elvira Shakarova and Heidi Talifer. Let's go. And he's like, oh, all right. It's like, I want to have breakfast with Heidi and Elvira. And yeah, we had an awesome time, man. It was me, Jimmy, Spiel Rahu. Who else was there? Remember Guillaume from France showed up? Was sitting at the table next to us. We had the whole gang, man. It was awesome. Starseeds. And, oh, is this unique? Yes. Dan, where's Danny boy? Where is Dan tonight? Hanging out with his mother-in-law? Someone show this to Dan right now. Someone screenshot that for Dan. A foil pool. The foil tadpole pool. Where is Dan right now? The foil unique, man. Someone screenshot that, please. I might screenshot it myself. All right, hang on a second. You know what? I'm going to take a picture. I'm just going to have it. I'm going to take a picture of it right now. Hang in there, guys. The lighting's a little different. All right, hang on. Hang on. I got to send this to Dan. All right, hang on. All right. Foil, Leo, logo. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to DM it to the Frogman. Tell the old lady to F off. And Baba Booey. All right, so we got that. Let's see if he actually does it. All right. We're going to do that. Who does this during a live? I am live. Right now, pulling insane heat. Plague, Stone, Kethera, Core. What else did I pull, guys? Oh, you guys are seeing this. Plague, Stone, Kethera, Core. Wasn't there 4 bangers before the tadpole pool? What was the other banger that I got? Core, Stone, Kethera, Wasn't there a fourth? Or is it just like a random foil? Heat for days. All right, guys. There it is. But people would be like, what channel are you talking about, Mike? Where's the link? Oh, Dream Quest. Ah, yes. Thanks, dude. Yeah, Dream Quest. Like, let me add that to the list. Let me make you guys wait a little more while I post on socials. Dream Quest. All right. Yeah, I forgot. I don't think I've ever pulled Kythera or Dream Quest that I could recall. All right, now I got to link it up here. Did you guys post to the socials? I don't know. I don't know if you guys did it. All right, so let me share this link. People are losing patience. I'm going to lose everybody. All right. Someone's going to comment, where's that link? Where's that link? And it's going to be in there already. All right. Yeah, Dan. I don't know, man. Dan said he had a visiting guest, and he's on the West Coast, so it's 7:42. I mean, if it's a mother-in-law, you got to imagine she'll be blacking out soon, right? I mean, that's what I would do if I wasn't breaking Sorcery right now. I'd probably be drooling on my pillow. Or I'd probably be screwing around on my iPhone, to be honest. The Torch Hammer. Torch Hammer was in Alex's deck too. That was a monster. The Riddle Sphinx. Sedge Crabs. Troll. Not a Curio. Not a Curio. All right, man. We hit the crabs. We got frogs and crabs. One cures the other, maybe? I don't know. This was my box. My box. I could have had the unique tadpole. I probably would have just gave it to Dan as a gift. I could have had the Kythera, the Dream Quest, the Stone. The Rest in Peace Elite. Elite Foil. Not bad at all. That's a card right there. That is a card, actually. Clockwork Games is doing quite all right. Clockwork. He was the last one to buy into this break. He got the last 9 packs in the break. 2 Elite Foil box and a unique foil too, man. 2 Elites and a unique. That's a box right there. And we hit like a lot of the top high-end Grail tier uniques, non-foil. Bosk. All right. We still got a few packs in this box, too. Maybe Duncanos will get it. He only has 5. Oh, my God, guys. Are you kidding me? Death Dealer? What? What kind of box is this? Dude, this is my box. My one box. If anything, you would think the last box that I get from Kickstarter, I would keep for myself, right? I would keep it for myself. But I was being lazy. This is what happened, guys. So we've been doing breaks on the channel. I had five boxes that I already broke. There was 1 box left. And I was like, well, I sold 2 boxes tonight. I had the one the company just sent me on the shelf. I was like, I won't open another case tonight. I'll do the last one in the case, and then I'll do the one the company sent me. And it was a freaking greased box. It was a greased box that had everything in it. Everything. Literally. What is going on here? Am I going to hit... If I hit a Braum or Death Dealer, I'm just going to... I don't know. I'm probably going to do something extreme. Oh, my God, guys. That is sick. You kidding me with that? Look at that. I'm probably going to march through the streets with the ring. Big Willie Risley. That's what I'm going to do, man. No one can stop me with that ring. You want to gaslight me because I don't have time to play the game? I'll show you something. I'll show you something. Watch me work. I thought that was the Philo Stone. I thought that was the Philo Stone in foil. I was about to... it's about to get extreme. Come on, show it to me. Show it to me. Oh, my God. The Death Dealer? That's the card right there, guys. Do I own that? I don't own that card, I don't think. I think I pulled the Courtesan in my Alpha Break video. The Courtesan and the Ruler of Thol. That's not bad. But the Death Dealer, man. Death Dealer is a card. All right. Clockwork Games. I'm kind of depressed about this box right now. So are all my cards. The experience is fun, though. It'll be memorable. A lot we're here to witness tonight. Double Troll. One of them's got to be the BS Curio, right? No. Neither. No dice. All right, Clockwork. So there it is. There it is. Death Dealer. So he hits 1, 2, 3, 4 foils, an elite foil, a unique foil, and a Death Dealer in 9 freaking packs. The guy only paid $25 a pack for this. $25 a pack is the Patreon price right now, which is probably too low if you're telling me that that Sorcery bottomed and is on an uptick. I'm probably making a mistake here. Probably making a big mistake, and I should make an adjustment. Should I? What are breakers charging these days? 30? 35? Louis doesn't even bother anymore? Is that where we're at? Just me and Philo cards. A few guys on Whatnot. Oh, remember I said Duncanos might finish off this box? Remember I said that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you kidding me? 5 even? How does that math work? We just opened an even 39? An even 39 packs. All right, guys. So Philo Cards called it. He said, you got the core mic, you're going to get the Philo Stone in this box. I did that. And then I get the Death Dealer, the Dream Quest. Everything. Everything was in that. Everything was in that box. It was my Kickstarter box. You know? Years in the making. Finally gets here. I was just telling Margaret Organ Keene today that this is a beautiful card. A great throwback card. I told her it's one of my favorites. Certainly from her. Margaret's very nice. Very nice lady. If you ever get a chance to meet her at one of these events, she'll talk to you all day. She'll take her time. Won't rush you. No pressure. You want to talk for hours? No problem. Margaret's there for you. Margaret will hang around. Whatever it takes. Very nice lady. She goes to a lot of shows, guys. A lot of magic stuff, a lot of sorcery stuff. All right, the Wall of Ice. The Wall of Ice. I mean, this could have been a little bit more morbid for me. If we pulled the Alpha, like the foil stone or like some sick curio. Could have got dark here at the art house. Could have become the dark. It could have became the dark house. We almost became the dark house. I'll shake it off by the time I get through the second box. I don't know. I'm starting to rip packs with authority. Oh, I see a foil. I see a foil. Some Modesty? Yep. The Pikeman. Is this even coming across or is it just blurry as hell? Because my camera seems to be struggling with the autofocus. It's probably a function of the lighting, if I had to guess. I got to ask my guy, Pyle. Pyle knows how to work cameras. I don't think I listened well to his advice. He said something about a soft box or something like that. Thought he was hitting on me. Just joking with you, Pyle. Just joking, pal. I got a dark, cynical sense of humor, they tell me. I don't know. Some people don't understand guys on the East Coast. They think you're a scumbag. So you talk a little different. Ooh, the gnome. The gnome hollows to disintegrate. Oh my god. A Melissa Benson. Phantom Steed. I thought for a minute that it was like the Aqua Core. Look at how the color palette's like pretty much the same, right? Or very similar to the Aqua Core. Or not the Aqua. Is it the Aqua? The Onyx Core is what I'm thinking of. The Onyx Core, like we pulled earlier. All right. That's a beautiful horsey, though. She said it's not the same as Nightmare from Magic the Gathering. Different beast entirely is what she told me. I was like, is that right? It's tough out here for a noob. Dan responded to me. Let me see what he said here, guys. Try to put the phone on. Oh, 8 messages from Dan. Let me read off the DMs he sent me. Holy shit! Exclamation point. We need to PCG grade this. Oh, wait, haha. Now I'm confused. It's plaque. We need to the 9.5. Oh, but that's a hit right there. On the good timing of our Lord. I see frogs and I lose my mind. All right, there you go. I read his DMs for everybody to hear. Called Danny DMs. That's basically what just happened right there. Danny DMs. All right, so you got the Steed, you got the Pikeman, and you got the Wall of Ice. 2 exceptionals and 1 ordinary and only 5 packs. It's not a bad day at the office. Not bad at all. All right, so that's there. We got Pile in there. We got Leo right here. We're on to box number 2. All right, guys. Should I keep the play? Let's go Keithera. Let's go Keithera. Speaking of the playmats, guys, a lot of you guys ordered pre-ordered playmats with me, and I greatly appreciate your patience and your support by those ordering those for one, supporting both me and Severin Pino. And I did get confirmation again, reaffirmation from, is that upside down? From the printer that, remember the holdup was they needed to get the materials for the 2-player mats. I told you it was a custom cut mat. They had to get more inventory for that to be able to print those and cut those. So they sent me samples of those. Here's the Keithera mechanism. See the Keithera mechanism? So they're getting the materials in next week. They say it's still on track. And then about a week to print my large production run. Then it'll all be shipped to me. And then and I'm going to fill the pre-orders. I'll fill the pre-orders first. And then you guys will have an opportunity to buy the Keithera mechanism, the Bower of Bliss, or the Philosopher's Stone. One with my logo, like you guys were seeing before, and one with no logo in the middle. Your choice. Either one. So I'll have a bunch more of those available within a few weeks, let's say. Hopefully by mid to late July at the latest. I'll reopen order. I'll fill all the pre-orders as fast as possible. And then I will open up another wave of orders, which I will be able to fill immediately upon order for the second print delivery. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy these playmats. I mean, they're beautiful playmats. It's going to be great timing, guys, because I'm going to get these out. Hopefully, I'll get these to people. You know what? Just thinking, the dream would be to get these out before you go to Gen Con. And then if you could bring these Severin playmats to Gen Con, get the word out for me and Severin. I'd really appreciate that. And let people know. Join the Collector Art House community group and Collector Art House Discord. I will announce it on the Collector Art House Discord and the Collector Art House Patreon that orders will be reopened. Leo's back in the mix. And bring your playmats. Show people these amazing playmats at Gen Con. All right, guys. 3 people left. Full box left. Laxon kicks us off for 10. European, so he misses the lives probably. Watches it next day. Oh, Spiel Rahu's going big on this box for 20. Dude, Spiel, I feel for you, brother. I'm sorry, man. If you got 20 in that first box, you would have crushed. You would have crushed, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 Laxon. Laxon's one of the regulars. This box is better, you believe? All right, man. This box is, I don't know if I bought this case. This is probably one of my Kickstarter boxes as well. But it was the last from the case. It's been a pretty good case, I think. I'm trying to remember. It's hard to remember what all we pulled in this case. Omega Zool is still awake. Luck of the Irish. Hey, Omega Zool. What is your name on like Facebook or Discord, if you are willing to say publicly here? Oh, nice. A mix aqua. It's always been one of my favorite mixes. I wonder if I know Omega. I don't recognize the name. I think I've seen you like on the YouTubes, but I don't know how to correlate it to other social media platforms because people use different names. Are you on other social media platforms? And if so, again, if you're willing to say, what is your name on Discord or Facebook? I need to get more top loaders. Same name? Used to be Metazul? Oh, okay. But I had to get that had to get that Metazoo shit out of there. Did you used to be in the Metazoo? I got a brick of these top loaders, guys. Were you a Metazoo guy before it collapsed? I used to spec in some Metazoo and Flesh and Blood and Pokemon a little bit. Just for fun. For shiggles. For shiggles. New brick of top loaders. Superior quality, allegedly. I don't think they're great quality. It's decent quality. I mean, it's respectable quality. It's not like elite. I mean, it's just a top loader. It's just a piece of plastic. It's superior, I guess. What the hell? Why not? Oh, you're a big cryptid fan? Yeah. The cryptids are a great concept. There's really interesting lore. It was a good idea, that Metazoo. It was a good concept. It was just a hideously managed game. You know, they really over leveraged. They tried to boil the ocean all at once. Sorcery is the opposite. They're just trying to like drop like grains of salt in the ocean and see if it'll stay on the surface and not get too heavy or weighted down or pelted by rain. You know, they're just letting like the salt chips just kind of like drift. It's like driftwood on an open ocean. You know, will it go somewhere? Will it find its place? Will it be loved and embraced? It's like a letter in a bottle, this sorcery. You don't know which way it's going to blow from day to day. But it's kind of fascinating to watch, right? It's driftwood, baby. What an artwork by Drew Tucker. Really interesting one. Very different. Drew Tucker adds a lot of intrigue to this game, man. We're going to see some Drew Tucker in Gothic. Seems like we're going to see Mengus. I don't know, man. Some of the artists, it worries me. I don't know if we can expect to see them or not. Their styles are just pretty different and maybe not fitting for Gothic, which is concerning because I love these artists. The Scarabs. Sacred. Was that in the collector tier, the original painting? Forgetting now. Zoo is back with new sets under new ownership, but they're doing digital art and changed the game mechanics. Wow, I didn't know they were doing digital art. I did know they were back under new ownership. How's it going with them? I wonder, is it still the same, like, weirdos? I mean, their cult following was, like, extreme. Maybe people think that about us in Sorcery. Maybe they think we're a bunch of, like, jerk-off moron freaks. And can you blame them, really? Because we kind of are, you know? We're kind of a bunch of weirdos, to be honest. You know, a lot of communities run in the same circles, and it's the same people, really. Everyone's like, this community is better than that one. Is it really? Or are they all more or less the same? You get the toxic haters, you get the stonkers, the hypers, you get the art enthusiasts, players. There's always a war against players versus collectors. There's like player on player hate, like, oh, your ideas are bullshit. This was my idea. I'm the best player. This was my deck first. I perfected it. You copied it. Come on now with that nonsense. People seem to like New Zoo. Is that right? Yeah, Sorcery is the best game out there. They hate us because they hate us. Yeah. Bill's stirring it up with the stirring the pot with the ring memes. Let's see what we come up with, man. I support it. I'm not taking it down. I like the ring. I love the ring, in fact. The ring is all around us, baby. All around us. Right there. Right there. Slip it on the finger. Slip it on the old finger. All right, Heat Ray. Beautiful artwork by Jeff Easley. I think Jeff's going to be working on some new artist proofs we'll bring to auction. I got to hit him up. I think he got busy and distracted. Jeff crushed on a his Kickstarter campaign. He's such a nice, humble guy, just like so chill. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'll whip together some proofs." He's so nice, man. Certain people you just love talking to. They're just so like chill and low key and just enjoying life, right? You see him at events. It's the same way, man. Same Jeff all the time. I don't think he's going to IX this year. I should ask him why he hasn't gone the last couple of years. So Robert, community-wise, there are some shit stirs, but overall it's been incredibly welcoming. Yeah, Sorcery community. I mean, people are generally welcoming. Oh, there you go. Tadpole pool again. There's some cultish behavior for sure, where some people are very cliquish. I mean, I've had people ban me on Facebook for no reason. People that I've talked to at events and had real nice conversations. And all of a sudden I find like I'm banned. I didn't even like have an argument with them or anything. They just banned me. I was like, what? It's like teenager bullshit. Why? You know? I'm working a second job to pay for my sorcery addiction. Mike M. What is your Discord or Facebook name? I mean, a Mike M could be a million people. I don't know is this your first time like tuning in, Mike M? I don't remember you on other live shows. But I guess people are changing their name these days to get MetaZoo out of there. Oh, River of Flame. Nice, unique. Ian Miller we're going to be seeing in Gothic for sure. We've already seen some spoilers from him. All right, Laxon. So Laxon did pretty good. Oh, you're mostly stalking in the background? Cool, man. Thanks for following the channel. I appreciate that. All right. So you got the Elite non-foil. You got a ton of ordinary foils. You got a lot, only 10 packs. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ordinary foils, an exceptional foil, and a mix. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foils and a mix in 10 packs for Laxon. Good guy, that Laxon. He tolerates all our nonsense in the Collector Art House Discord, doesn't he? We're in there debating, arguing with each other, like a bunch of hooligans. It gets wild sometimes. And he's like, "Here goes the what did he call us today? Like the Robert, what did he call us today? Like penny stock traders or something like that? It was something about like our view and approach to market analysis or something like that. I can't remember what he said. It's kind of funny though. It was all in jest and good fun. Oh man, I got to Spiel Rahu for 20. So Corberto is going to have to wait till the end. Oh, man, busted up my toe. Should show you guys my toe pick. My busted up show. Yeah, you're closing it out tonight, man. Yeah, I love how you and the wife love the art, Corberto. Robert. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, Robert, tell us again, like, how you found the Collector Art House Discord, because I know you joined recently. How do you discover Sorcery? And what were you doing before Sorcery? Like another game or something? Are you a Magic guy, or what's the story? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, curios are at the bottom, they say sometimes. All right. Yeah, we haven't pulled anything too insane in this box, have we? The second box? I gotta take Spiel Rahu off the wheel. And I actually gotta go back to the overhead cam. Ah, excuse me. I just burped into the camera. I apologize. Oh, no. Thought I saw a foil in there. Boss troll only? Only a Bosk. Isn't this a beautiful game, Robert? The artwork, man, second to none, right? Leo's always hanging out. It's a good time. It's a good time, this game. Anyone here looking at Neuroscape? They are doing all original art without AI? Oh, no. What is this Neuroscape? What are you talking about, Neuroscape? Is that a Kickstarter? You say original art, and I perk up quite a bit. Cardsmith's crypto card streams on Whatnot. After a night of too many drinks, I hopped into another stream that was ripping sorcery. That's awesome, man. Oh, was he talking about my was he talking about Collector Art House? I know there's a Whatnot guy that talks about my channel or talks about Collector Art House pretty regularly because I have the collectorarthouse.com website, and it's a great resource. I think a lot of the breakers like on Whatnot and stuff learn a lot about the game from my website. You know, especially the curios. I have the curio page, has everything. No one's done like a more deeper dive, exhaustive analysis of curios. I was really the first person to curios, and I did a speculative article. If you guys have been tracking since the early days, and a lot of my speculation actually manifested in the game. So I didn't know if I just guessed right or if like Eric liked some of the ideas. It's kind of like a chicken and egg type thing. I don't know if I'll ever know that unless they tell me. That'd be cool to know. But I did a speculative article, and then I have like I did a lot of deep dive research into the background history of the curios. You know, some relate to comments the company has made. I talked to a lot of the artists and got insights into the early development of those cards, trying to understand why they were curios and what was interesting and unique about the historical development of those pieces. So there's a great wealth of resources on the collectorarthouse.com website. And then I also have done videos about curios. I love the Chaos Twister. It's a story behind that one, which I won't bore you guys with tonight because I've told it before. Mortality. So this is a great painting. I almost auctioned that one for Matthias, but then I think a local guy in Sweden really wanted that painting, so he ended up selling it to him. But that is a great piece. Really striking. That was a cool playmat that the company rolled out earlier. Oh, he pushed me your way and also got me into a bunch of the gameplay discords. Oh, that's great, man. Well, whoever that was, please thank him and extend my great gratitude. That's really nice actually for like another breaker to send you to me. Me and Philo Cards are cool like that too. We support each other and say like, hey, you know, go enjoy his breaks. Sometimes support him and do his. Sometimes support the art house and come on and get the art house live experience marathon, 2 to 3 hour marathon lives. Are artists allowed to sell original pieces before Gothic release? They are not. They are only allowed to if the card has been revealed. Ooh, Crusade. That's a banger. If it has not been revealed, they cannot leak it under NDA. So it was unfortunate. I think there was a leak with some of the play testers, and some of these guys like took advantage of that and bought some of the paintings before Arthurian Legends. Just kind of effed up because like some of the artists, like especially the newer artists, they didn't know that the set hadn't released yet. So they start getting hit up for their paintings, and they assumed like, oh, it must be out, right? So they got kind of bamboozled a little bit, and they really weren't educated on the market too, you know. So they sold their stuff too cheap, and it's a effed up thing to do, really, honestly, unethical, disingenuous at best. So a foil dual land, but yeah, once they're public and known, then they could sell their paintings. And as you know, Robert, I work with a lot of the Sorcery artists and auction their originals. I also do direct sale of originals. If you guys are looking for a certain artist or a certain piece, just contact me. If it's an artist I work with, which is a lot of them, I could sometimes make the connection. Sometimes I'll like essentially middleman it or sell it on their behalf. A lot of the artists are like super busy. A lot are like overseas, don't speak English, or they're not on social media a lot, or they just don't want to deal with the sales and business side of stuff. Ooh, beautiful Highland Princess. So they love working with me, and I create a great value proposition, convenience for them and for buyers and art enthusiasts. And you get a secure transaction, an honest, straight up deal. No worries. I package and ship very well, as a lot of you guys know from experience. Oh, another core. All right, Spiel. You got the Gnome Hollows, and you got a Ruby core. So great hit, dude. And a foil in this pack. All right, so you got a few foils. You got the dual land foil. You got another exceptional foil. So I think Santiago only ended up with 2 cards in Alpha. But he has a very dark style, guys. A very dark style. And there's one, the Death Kiss, whatever it's called. Is that what it was? It was like a playtest card in the early days. Didn't make it into Alpha, was not in Arthurian Legends. I think that really has some strong Gothic potential. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, Spiel Rahu. We need a few more bangers for you. Alice Wanders. That was a real flavorful sample card in the early days. You looking to get into original paintings, Robert? I know you like that. Maybe you got priced out immediately because there was the quick $3,000 bid on the Vivian. Oh, there's the other one from Santiago Caruso. Maybe you got priced out like immediately on the Vivian original painting. I'm going to have another original painting from another amazing altarist. It's going to be very exciting, guys. Very exciting. And I hope you guys support this artist because it's someone I'm extremely fond of. And I'm really hoping to help propel their career and put them on the map. And they really deserve it. And these paintings that are coming are unreal. I think you're going to be very excited if you're into this person's particular art style. But it's an altarist who did a full-scale original painting and altars to match the painting, just like the Vivian Calazan's approach. Incredible. Oh, 2.5? Yeah. So he priced it out right away. The guy bid $3,000 right away. He got priced out. It's too bad. Hey, Maggio, what's up, brother? Always good to see you, man. Thank you for tuning in. We were talking about... I pulled a Keith Era Mechanism earlier, dude. The Predestination. Not the Predestination sample card, but I pulled a non-foil Keith Era tonight. Alpha. You need a Crusade foil to pair with your Jihad foil? Yeah. That is an amazing combo. I think Truett Parrish is sending me some artist proof soon. He texted me like within the past week or so. And he was like, hey, Mike, you think you could sell some proofs for me? And I was like, I think so, buddy. It's been a while since I hooked up with Truett, man. Oh, I sold this one at Courtesan Cup last year, the Vril Revenant. Beautiful painting, man. That looked really cool in person. The guy loves that painting. Gridlord. Nah, no Gridlord. That's one of my favorite curios. I don't know. You did okay, Spiel, but you didn't crush, man. It's weird. I hope you get a Gridlord right here at the end of this pack here. Could it be, or is it just the old run of the mill? It's the run of the mill. All right, man. Yeah, beautiful Predestination. Oh, you did okay, Spiel. I don't know. In 20 packs, not phenomenal, but not a disaster. I mean, you got an ordinary foil. You got the exceptional dual land foil. Beautiful Lighthouse by Marta. Just covering up the lighthouse with my thumb. You got the exceptional Phantasmal Shade, and you did get a core, which is pretty solid. So, yeah, not terrible, not amazing. It's kind of like average. Little ho-hum. You did have, you know, like I don't like scrutinize all of the non-foil uniques. I think I recall you getting some really solid uniques as well. Non-foil, you know, so nothing crazy, but they're cards, you know. They're alpha unique, so you can't be mad at an alpha unique in any shape, size, or treatment. Found a stray label in the box. All right, let me get you straightened out in this box here. You got the non-foil devil's egg, is that right? They tipped over in the box. So I'm just getting you straightened out here. You gotta lean them a little bit, you know? Or else they just... Oh, wait, where's your label, Spiel? All right, Ruby Core, Phantasmal, Lighthouse, and Mortality. And we have one more on the wheel. We know who it is, but we always spin for good measure. You like... Oh, foil Amy. I thought you said Army. I thought you liked Midland Army. All right, guys. Let's get serious. We're down to... Screw it. He's opening a box. All right, those are just some blank sleeves. All right, good luck. This is the end of the box. They say sometimes the Curio is in the bottom right pack. We should have 9 packs left for you. Have you opened any Sorcery yet, Robert? Have you ever opened Alpha Sorcery? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Corberto, we know it's you, so we just need Leo featured. And then we should be in the money here. 9 packs. Skirmishers. All right, you got the Rodney Matthews Dwarven Forge. That is the only card in Alpha. Violence, always nice. Frank Frazetta artwork. The Dwarven Forge. Put Leo up there for now. Sam Hill, did I miss? We pull frogs? The Frogman is in the house. Shows up in hour 2 as we approach almost a... Oh, look at that. Frog Lord. Hey, guys, I got to show you some action from Frog Lord on the website later. I should show you my DMs from Frog Lord, but I don't know. I might get banned from YouTube if I do that. Right, Dan? I might get a call from Sergi if I start talking about the Lord. Or showing his DMs, especially. I cannot do that. Lucky he doesn't speak much English, the Lord. The Frog Lord doesn't speak much English, so he won't know I'm talking about his DMs right now. You bow to him for sure. You absolutely do. I have it on camera. I posted it in the community group today. People seem to enjoy it. All right, Unique Crown Prince. That's solid. Asi Haikala. Really great. Old-fashioned, like classic art style. That was a really nice find by Eric. Finding Asi Haikala. Eric did a hell of a job curating artists, didn't he, guys? He really is pulling together some gems. Some great people. Oh, nice. The Immortal Throne. This painting, sold this painting twice, in fact. Did extremely well. It's a lot more purple, Robert. If you remind me later, I could go dig it up. I'll probably forget. I have the original painting image. Remind me, please. I'll go to the Sorcery Community Facebook group and do a search. It'll come right up. And I'll show you what that original painting looks like. Beautiful piece by the great Elvira Shakarova. All right, so the Magellan Globe. Looks like we got a Menges. Foil. Oh, that's nice. An Elite. Elite Mortals, Mordric Druid. Always nice to hit. That's a great painting. Jeff loves the Celtic Druids. He really is great at painting those and enjoys that concept. Had Jeff on the channel several times. Great guy. I've seen him many times in person too. Maybe the artist I've seen the most out of anybody because he's at like every event. Jeff Menges, man. The guy gets out there. He tours a lot. A lot of these artists go everywhere. Brian Wackwitz goes everywhere too. He's got to be the most traveled artist there is, man. It seems like he's at another event like every week. It's insane. He was the first guy to commit to Sorcery Con Unland Cup in Seattle, and he absolutely loved it. The Frogman must have showed him a good time. But he was raving about it on the social medias and pumping the game. Yeah, Wackwitz. Good dude. Good dude. I got to fix the article because I called him Byron the whole article. I called him Byron the whole time. His name is Brian. So it says Byron all over that written Q&A article. Was that 2? Oh, Blizzard and Riptide. Almost looked like the same card twice. All right, man. Last pack here, Robert. You got the 1 elite foil. You only got 1 foil, and it was an elite. That's wild. Yeah, he really is everywhere, Wackwitz. It's omnipresent. Juggernaut. All right, so an elite. You hit a few non-foil uniques. Guttering. Just a 1 foil was an elite. You never know in 10 packs. Corberto. Did you say you've opened Sorcery before? Any Alpha? I was curious if this was your first Alpha experience, but if you were on Whatnot and you jumped into a random Whatnot stream, knowing you probably got in on that action. Oh, you have? Okay, cool. All right, guys. Let me see. What was I going to show you? I could showcase some like live action cards if you want to see something cool. But let me show you here. All right, so we want to go to the painting. That's what we're going to do. Oh, my Discord's up. Where's this auction at, guys? Oh, did Andrina? Conductive. He was pumped to win this one from Andrina Jardim. What's the auction at here? $540 from sale. We're not at reserve yet, guys. There's 3 cards here. So, you know, you average out, even at only $200 a card, you're at $600. It's 3 altars. So it's got like, I think it's got a actually very, very reasonable reserve considering that it's 3 altars. Very reasonable in my opinion. But we're not there yet. Look at this beautiful 3-piece. 3-piece altar of her own card, Marine Voyage. The incredible Marta Molina. Beautiful. That is a sick 3-piece. Isn't it like the Bazaar of Baghdad? And the Library of Alexandria? That's the first thing I thought of. Duncanos made it just in time to miss everything. I think you did okay on the break, dude. I thought I remember you doing all right across 5 packs. All right, so what I was going to do is go to the Facebook community group. And, whoa. What's Drew Tucker talking about? First day in for Magic Con Vegas, 176 Dan signed. He was counting his Dan-Dans. That's funny. No one liked that card in the early days. Now it's mega iconic. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to search for Immortal Throne. Oh, yeah, you just pulled the Immortal Throne, right, Robert? Or was that yours, Robert, or the guy before? I think it was you, right? Here you go. You on in here, man. I'm ready for bed. All right, here it is. See how pink that is? And how darker, like gray it was, subdued for the card? This might have been a little much, like on a card size. But as an original painting, it's the way, right? It's awesome. Because especially this top part that is like golden, really love that. Purple might be more personal preference. Although the way Eric digitally like tweaked the card and made it a lot more gray, really made it a lot more subdued, you know? There's not as much contrast. I actually really prefer the original as it is. And again, maybe it just didn't work as well on the card, but I don't know. His original painting, it looks really great. Look at it. Look at all the incredible detail that you lose on the card. It's a really great, very creative, as always, by Elvira. Super talented artist. I took these pictures, guys. I sold this painting. This was an auction. I think it sold for like 10. See how gray it is? There it is. See? All the purple's gone. It was grayed out. The gold prevailed. But it's still kind of washed out with kind of like the blasé gray. And you lose all the detail that we saw in the purple. So, I don't know. I like the original. What did this sell for? 11 grand. Elvira Shakarova's work is very valuable. 11,000. April 2024. So, okay, a little over a year. Yeah, the original is beautiful. There she is. Oh. This is one. So on June 30th, I announced that Elvira Shekarova and Brian Smith were coming. Wow, people went nuts. 83 people. We were really at like a high in Sorcery at that time. There was immense anticipation and excitement for Arthurian Legends, and SorceryCon was popping off, man. I was announcing new artists day after day. My job in SorceryCon is to line up all the artists, right? I got 14 Sorcery artists to come, and Alterist Dustin Brossard. You guys know, have you seen, Robert, have you seen Dustin Brossard yet? You'll see. I got a couple altars coming from Dustin Brossard. This guy is good, dude. I don't know if, I don't know if this style's for you or not. You'll have to let me know, but this guy is a stud. Look at Brossard. You probably saw this. This was auctioned recently, right? But some of the ones he did earlier on, this was pretty sick. A lot of people love that Elementalist. That one did pretty good, right? 480. That's decent. Look at this. This was me at SorceryCon, living my best life with the Ring of Morrigan on the uncut sheet. I think Ivan bought this from whoever won that. Of course he did. Look at this. So the Grail Curio, Dustin Brossard, and then I actually own this, the 1 of 25 Death Speaker Curio from Tony Sudlow. Dan, don't say those words again. Do not say those words again. Praise the ring. Wear the ring. You even break the ring. But it's only if you're crushing it on your opponent's face. Look at this guy. Lord, Fulton, Tony Sudlow, King of the Realm, Elvira Shekarova, and this big Gindaloon right here. Living his best life. Probably drinking and eating too much. I look a little pudgy right there. The camera adds 10 pounds. That was Elvira's birthday in February. Very nice. Yeah, so Brossard did all of these altars right here. The cores. Sick. Oh, look at this. Adam Sandler stopped by. Forgot about that. That was in January. Flux in the Aquamarine. Oh, yeah. Friday night. The Precious Gems return. Brossard. Look how good he is. Incredible talent. That Pudge Butcher was something else. Did Kevno end up winning that? All right, so here's the original paintings that Brossard had at SorceryCon. They were too cheap, man. I should have bought some of these. 500? That's absurd. I forgot he had some at 300? Oh, wait, was that Brossard? That's a different style, man. 350? Oh, my God. He's giving away some of these. 700? Man, he did some nice work. That's too cheap. Relative to what his altars go for? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, Sorcery at Sea. The Slow Boat Bonanza. That would have been the one, guys. Let me type up on this. Who is ready for a bonanza? People are going to think that's an announcement, like we're going to do it. Who is ready for a bonanza? Yeah, he is a great guy, Brossard. Oh, you bought one, Spiel Rahu? Which one did you get, dude? Oh, this one was sick. I worked out a commission with someone for this one, Battle Mage. Oh my god, this was a great piece. The guy's good. The guy's good at art. There we are again. The Death Dealer. This one absolutely crushed. $1,750 for this altar. Iconic, man. I think that might be a record altar sale. Bill Too Mad won that one. Wow. That is a nice one, guys. All right, guys, 2 hours on the dot. No one's going to watch the video. I blew it. I usually shut down the show at 1:59, but I got distracted. You bamboozled me, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, show me the pick on Discord, Spiel. Let's see. I'll probably open up a break for next week. Maybe we'll do another alpha next week. I'll hold off on a sample pack break. Yeah, maybe we'll do another alpha. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Thank you for tuning in. Take a look at the Marta 3-piece. One last look. There she goes. The 3-piece. Beautiful work of art from Marta. Let me get Leo out of the way. Leo. There it is. All right, man. I appreciate all you guys hanging in there. Jimmy, I hope to see you again at another event. Mike M. Come to Sorcery Con. Spiel Rahu. We're always doing lunch at the Courtesan. Breakfast at 5 a.m. Courtesan Cup, Vegas. Any day, any state, any time, pal. I'm always ready. I'm always awake and ready. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Join the Discord. Join the Sorcery community group. I'll catch you next time. Take care, guys.